way. No way did that happen.
Oh yes, it did happen. I was at the first ever proper cheese factory, right? And then, well, he has to go wandering off, doesn't he? Exploring, he said, then gets stuck in one of them machines and comes out slammed in brie. That's the last time I took Christopher Columbus anywhere.
Why did you even take him away in the TARDIS?
Well, I came across him in a time of his life when he felt like giving up on his ideas, and that maybe the world wasn't as big as he thought it could be. Well, I tried to take him to the moon, but ended up at a cheese factory. But better than nothing, I suppose. I was trying to broaden his horizons.
Just like you've tried to broaden my horizon.
I guess it was like that. And Claudia, I hope I have broadened your horizons.
You surely have.
Oh, Claudia, add this fun little thingy-dingy thing we can do.
What's that?
Well, if you stand up in front of me, facing the other way.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
Well, if you do, we can still do it anyway.
I was never good at doing this.
Well, all you do is fall back and let me catch you. Come on, this is fun. Those thrilling thoughts that go through your head as your body falls backwards. Will he catch me? Or will he not catch me? Will he catch me? Oh heck, what if he won't?
I don't think it's really my thing, Doctor.
Oh, humour me. Come on, just fall back and I'll catch you.
Okay.
I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1.
No, sorry, Doctor. Like I said, it's not my thing.
Come on, Claudia. Don't you trust me or something?
Sorry, Doctor. I just don't like that feeling. You know? That feeling of losing control of everything, as well as not knowing what's going on behind you. Like I said, it is really not my thing.
Claudia, it's like all the other times you've had to trust in me. You just have to do it again. I hope that's not too hard for you to do.
Okay, I will try again.
Right, here we go. Let's do it this time. 3, 2, 1. Way! See, that wasn't hard. All you had to do...
I know, just trust.
Come on then, it's my turn. You catch me.
Me catch you?
That's the essence of what I just said. Yes.
Well, let's go on and give it a try. But don't look at me when you've broken your back.
Right, well I'll count us in again. 3, 2...
Wait a minute, Doctor. I think we're materializing.
1, off we go. It's not made out of feathers, is it?
Oh, Doctor, I'm sorry.
Why didn't you catch me? I caught you.
Well, I am sorry, Doctor. I guess I got distracted by the TARDIS materializing somewhere. Especially when you didn't set the coordinates for anywhere.
What? Oh, these are preset from ages ago. I say, you should still have caught me.
Anyway, what are these preset coordinates for?
Well, it's for this regular occurrence when me and my greatest friends meet up, who go around trying to save what bits of the universe they can. Like me, I suppose, but on a smaller scale. But anyway, these are fantastic regular occurrences. We have great party games like Duck Duck Dalek and banter. Oh, the banter. And songs. Oh, do we sing? This time I couldn't organise it, but someone wants to keep this tradition going. So my draconian friend, Quenlort the Brash, organised it. But only 5 of us can make it this time. Well, with you coming along, actually that makes 6.
And where is this occurrence?
Well, they're always around Christmas time, and this time Quenlort decided on Bethlehem. Israel, the Roman Empire, 0 BC. Claudia, you're debatably at the first ever Christmas.
Quiet! Rome should ask Bethlehem for some quiet. I said quiet! As we try to pass judgment in the best of circumstances which we possibly can, which we cannot achieve if I cannot hear the prosecution nor the defence for the accused. That would be much obliged. At the same time, I cannot hide my distaste towards the accused, who was last seen with the murdered man.
I found him.
And worse, he was found with the murdered man. I think to lead us to believe you discovered him rather than killed him. And yet you stand here and defy the truth, man.
There was an old man that went out with him. I told you.
Yet he has not been discovered, and we only have your word for his existence. On top of that, you were seen and heard having an argument with him.
I didn't mean anything by it.
And worse, the worst of it all, he was a friend of yours as well. And you killed him.
I did not.
So do you still deny that you murdered Sabinus Octavius, which is so obviously the truth?
I do. Because that is not the truth.
Then you persist in lying to us, abusing this very court, which has been set up to try you fairly, which shows no repentance for your digression whatsoever.
Because I did not do it.
No! You will listen to what I have to say now. Because of your unrelentlessness to do what is morally wrong, in order to get away with what you have done, which is appalling, and unrepentance to what you have done, I can only pass the harshest of judgments, to best meet the most devastating of crimes. You therefore must be impaled. You will be impaled in the afternoon in 4 days' time, at the hill Bethlehem.
No. No, wait, listen. I am sorry, but...
I am sorry, but you had your chance to repent. But now it is too late. There is nothing now that can stop this sentence.
Where is it? Can't be far away now.
Wait a minute. Wasn't there a census this year? And everyone had to go back to their hometowns?
Yes, I think so. If your history books are correct.
Then won't they have realised we haven't gone back to our hometown?
Let's think about this. Are you a citizen of the Roman Empire?
No.
Did you need to think about that?
Doctor!
Well, I'm sorry, but did you think they wouldn't even know we exist?
I guess. Doctor?
No, wait a minute. Oh, how that deja vu feeling. Do you ever get that?
Every other day, Doctor.
Oh, well, I have it probably every day. But why? Why do I remember this place? This exact street? Is it a premonition for my future via the Matrix? I don't know. No. I think I've been here before.
Doctor, when? When were you here?
I don't know, but it feels like a long time ago. Wait a minute. I can remember something. It was over here, outside this bar.
What was?
I'm not sure. Well, I was, but doing what? Wait, I think I remember something. I was talking to somebody.
Then what happened?
Wait. Oh no. I think there was an argument.
Doctor, are you alright?
I think then there was a fight. Some people were fighting.
Doctor, what then happened?
I don't know from then. I can't remember anymore.
Pity.
Doctor, it is you, isn't it?
Yes, it is Quenlock, the brash. I remember that bit. How did you recognise me?
Only you with space-time travel in Edwardian garb and a contemporary flat cap.
And pull it off.
And I was expecting you as well. And who is this? A new companion?
Yes, this is Claudia.
My honour to meet you, my lady.
My bewilderment to meet you.
Claudia, Quenlock is a knight of Draconia.
Oh, I am sorry. I was just confused at what you were doing.
Quite. Everyone is here, and everyone is waiting inside for the guest of honour, so to speak.
Oh no, I'm really not. Oh well, I guess I could be classed as that. Yet again, okay, I guess I am the guest of honour.
Doctor, you're too modest.
Why, thank you. I know I am. By the way, Quenlock, thank you for organising this all. The place, the house, getting everyone here together.
It was no trouble at all, Doctor. It's my honour to do this. It's good to see what others have been doing in the universe beyond your own efforts, and seeing the bigger picture. To me, in a way, this is a duty to the universe. Because even fighting for honour in the draconian mega mountains, you can sometimes get caught up in your own efforts, is that not so?
Again, you're always one for being very wise. For me, it helps to be a space-time traveller, to see what other people are doing in the universe.
Excuse me, can we back up the space truck here? You're an alien.
He is. Correct, Claudia. You could be an egghead. Wait a minute. I've already done that one before.
But he looks like a human. Is he a humanoid?
No, he isn't. He has an overlay image rubricator, giving him the image of a human being. Once we're inside, he can turn it off, and then he can see him as he really is.
Well, let's get inside then, after you.
Nice place you got for us.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to introduce me to everyone?
Of course. When they're all here.
Everyone, into the dining room. The doctor's here.
My doctor, you've changed.
Another regeneration, perhaps?
Must be.
Yes, you hit the screw on the head.
Hail, Doctor.
I'm sure it's screw.
Pity. I quite like the last one.
What do you mean you like the last one, Herbie?
Wait a minute. Is that...
Wait, let's have introductions. My companion is awfully confused to what is going on.
Let's have introductions.
Right, That is Quenlott the Brash. Draconia, as you can now see, helped him as a young Drac in the First Interplanetary Empire War against the Daleks. They were tough times, but we came through.
The Doctor helped me to come to learn a lot about many things, especially about honour and trust, which I now live by.
And he, Beelzebub, he's a Chrono. Well, he's not. He's a thought bearer living inside the body of a Chrono. Who can transport his collection of thoughts into another dimension and that into other bodies. And he has other mental extension powers.
That doesn't sound quite right.
Moving on, there is Herbert George Wells, better known for writing The Time Machine and War of the Worlds.
H.G. Wells! Oh, I love your books.
So do I.
Oh, they're great. Loved your Invisible Man. And where did you get your ideas for the time machine from?
Yes, where did you get those ideas from?
Just one or two, I guess, from you, I suppose.
Just one or two? And still no mention in any of your books.
Do you think I could really mention that I got my ideas from a flat cap wearing alien? They would chuck me into Bedlam post-haste.
Anyway, moving on again. This is Mark Lyons from 2014. He's a good friend of mine, who works for UNIT and a nephew of a great friend of mine, Brigadier Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart. We go far back, and it was quite hard for us at the funeral when he had left us.
Yes, it was more than hard. It was emotional hell for me losing my dear Uncle Alistair.
And you're Sergeant now of UNIT, number 2.
Well, yes I am.
And G4, this is Claudia Hope from the 1980s. She's been travelling with me for quite a while, and has helped me with the breaking in of this latest regeneration.
Nice to meet you, Claudia.
Likewise.
Now that's sorted, where are we staying?
Up this way. Follow me.
We're about to serve dinner soon.
Oh, lovely.
And I'll read the extract from the next book I'm writing.
Wonderful.
Oh no!
I have a feeling I may have already read it.
Pardon?
Well, you see, it's a timey-wimey thing.
Doctor!
We had a lovely time that evening. We were merry and enjoying the moment, sitting back and able to take it in with joy and contentment. Whilst we were in the moment, none of us realised a visitor that same evening would come that would threaten us, and more than that, but destroy that easiness amongst us only a few hours ago we had with each other. But that was merely the first page on the first chapter of things to come in the next few days that would totally destroy our unity.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Are you the Doctor?
Yes, I am, and who are you?
You don't want to know that.
Yes, I do. Who are you, and how did you find me here?
Fine, they always ask, but then regret asking. Here's my card.
There's just a number on it.
Other side.
The Child Snatcher Private Services.
That's right, children.
You're a bounty hunter, aren't you?
They said to take the Doctor dead or alive. But I don't kill.
Oh, phew, thank you.
But then I lie. Hook, line and sinker every time. They always fall for it. The card contains hallucinogenic chemicals that slowly paralyse the holder of the card. And it gets me every time.
What do you want with me?
What don't I want? You're coming with me, sunshine. There are some people dying to see you.
Who?
Who cares? All I wanted was to favour my name. I'm not getting paid for this whatsoever, would you believe? To be the snatcher that snatched the Doctor.
What the dickens is going on?
And who are you?
Oh, it could be my day. H.G. Wells and Quenlott the Barbaric too. But the parallel jump can only take one other person. But I'll settle for half.
Parallel.
What have you done with the doctor?
I've paralysed him with the card that he's holding, with hallucinogenic chemicals, keeping him as still as a weeping angel. When you're looking at them, that is.
Doctor, drop the card.
Let the doctor go, or we'll shoot.
Put down your guns, or the doctor goes splatterdy splat splat. Would you really risk the doctor's life in order to take mine?
For goodness sake! Put your guns down!
Yes, put them down. There's nothing you can do.
Mark, do as he says.
I'm gonna count down from 5, children. When I do, I want absolute silence, and all the guns sat down with their arms folded.
Mark!
5.
You're not at unit now.
Put
4.
the gun down.
3.
Now!
2.
Do as he says.
1. Come on now, children, playing nicely.
For goodness sake!
Be careful!
Half a hippopotamus. Thank you, children. Now, was that so hard?
I was going to drop it eventually.
What were you thinking of?
I was trying to bluff him.
Anyway, children, I'm going to take the doctor now with me.
Doctor, try to drop the card.
I'm trying to.
Bye.
Doctor, drop it!
Farewell, Charles Snatcher. Bon voyage. Ah! Help me!
Come on, use your muscles. Heave!
My, he's strong.
We're pulling him away!
He's getting out his gun!
No!
Well done, Matt, for that. You saved my life.
Unlike before, when he endangered it.
Never mind that. How was he able to find us here? Quenlock, did you tell anyone we were here?
Well, only a few people, in my councils I've set up. I had to because I was going away. They're decent draconians, they wouldn't tell anyone.
Quenlaw, you have to think. They'll tell their wives, and they may tell their friends, gossiping in the malls. Then anyone can overhear, any bounty hunter.
Steady on, Doctor!
Because people knew we were here. All our lives were endangered tonight.
Well, steady on, Doctor. How do we know they didn't follow you? After all, it was you they were after.
That is true. That's true. But I'm afraid we might have to leave now.
What? Why? That's a bit of an overreaction.
Is it really? How do we not know that more will come after us, and more, until suddenly, one gets lucky? I'm sorry, I can't be having that.
But then again, that might not happen. It was only one bounty hunter, one singular case. How can we know that there will be another?
Well, let's review what happened, shall we?
Yes, let us. Why did he make those electronic noises?
He was an android. But I think with a tad bit of schizophrenia that made him think he was a living person.
Oh, right. That doesn't really help.
No. Parallel. What does he mean by that?
And Quenlock the Barbaric? What did he mean by that?
What did he want you for?
I don't know. Could be a plethora of reasons.
Wait a minute, what's this?
A question mark. Oh, my trademark. Someone was trying to lead the bounty hunter to me. That's why.
Will there be more?
Possibly. Possibly not. We may enjoy our time, but we must all be on our guard, right? And in the morning we need to paint this over. Okay? Let's go to bed. We've had quite a night.
Guys, I have to say...
It's okay, Mark. I think it's best if we all try and forget tonight. And things said. Okay? Good night.
Quenlock, are you alright?
The doctor was making out that it was my fault. Was it?
Like the doctor says, it doesn't matter. I think people are tired tonight, and that we should forget what we said. Not to mention the adrenaline going. I mean, all our lives were in danger tonight. I mean, we're only human. I mean, me, Mark, and H.G. Wells are, but I guess what I'm saying is we were all frightened and lashing out at each other a little.
The doctor, he never lashes out. Not wrongly. So was it something I did?
It wasn't your fault. Look, it was someone who marked the door. You don't have to worry about what you did.
I mean, I didn't try to upset him.
You're not listening to me. This wasn't your fault. You are not to blame. Now, calm down and go to bed.
But you don't see. Maybe I shouldn't have told people. Maybe I've endangered all our lives. Why did I even organise this?
Because you care, and you give a tuppence about tradition and the importance of being open-minded, not narrow. You don't have to worry about that. If anything, the doctor needs to review what he said. Now, come to bed.
No, I'll stay up on watch. It's the least I can do.
Quenlock, you're being silly now.
No, I don't think I would be able to sleep now anyway. Please go. Oh.
Gosh, the streets are busy.
I won't bother trying to book an inn.
What?
Doesn't matter.
It was nice of you to take me out to see Bethlehem. In my days, there's a huge wall around it. That's what I saw on the news.
I just wanted a break from the others. Things were just getting a bit awkward in the house.
I still don't quite agree with, his abilities.
I know. It doesn't sit well with me either, you know.
I know. To control someone else's body.
His own body isn't his. He was conceived as a thought by two other thought bearers that had lost their forms, placing him inside the body of a newborn Crona, and they removed the baby Crona's own mind and placed in the thought bearer.
That sounds terrible. So how do you know him? And why is he your friend?
For one thing, Claudia, he can't help that he is a thought bearer. He was born like that. And his powers are very useful. They can avoid bloodshed at times. Better than Mark and Quenlock are the results of those methods. And H.G. Wells, what's he gonna do? Throw the book at them?
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Also, he does try and use his powers for good. If anything, the problem lies with us.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So, what does he do?
Well, he crusades around in this ship called the...
Who are you? I know you. You were the old man he was talking about.
Old man? But you can see I'm not an old man.
Yes, but I recognise your likeness. And strange clothes. I have a gift. And so the Foreseer says.
Foreseer? What Foreseer?
You must have been wearing disguise. No wonder he was never found.
Who? Who wasn't found?
The man who killed Sabinus Octavius. Everyone thinks it's Lucius Malleus, but I saw from a distance him being murdered. And I saw you. And now he is going to be executed.
But the doctor hasn't murdered anyone!
Claudia.
Okay, in the Time War, but not here, surely.
You evil man. You'll let him die in painful agony for something you did. Everyone, listen to me. This is the old man Lucius was talking about. I saw him, but he was in a disguise, so no one found him. And he's to let him die for his sins. Stone him. Kill him.
Leave him alone!
Come on, Claudia.
They're getting away. Get them.
Phew, lost him.
What was that about? Is that to do with that person who put a question mark on the door?
I don't know. Must be, I suppose. Oh, look, a mirror. Oh, great, I can check myself out. Oh, no.
Are you alright, Doctor?
My hair, it's ruined.
Could be much worse, Doctor.
Claudia, this is a terrible mirror.
Why? Does it not flatter you?
No, it's terrible.
How do you mean?
I mean, you're not in the mirror.
Oh, yeah. Wait, how can that be?
Because that's not a mirror. That's just me.
What do you mean?
Hello. Claudia. It's me, the Doctor.
The other Doctor more like it, thank you. I was wondering why I was wearing a black leather jacket. The things you miss.
Who is that?
Parallel jump, parallel universe. Parallel Doctor.
Well, this parallel universe isn't big enough for the both of us.
Shut it!
So is that who you saw long ago in the fight? It must be.
Yes, it must be.
Must it be, Claudia?
Hey, stop talking. Claudia, get back to the others. You'll be safe with them. And tell them what's happened.
Right.
You don't really believe that I murdered students, do you?
Go!
Wise move, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor. How are you here? Okay, no, not bother with that. Why are you here?
I was on the run from my sins.
I've planned for us to go around the bars, or rather, inns tonight, and maybe even go out on the hills and sing songs.
Well, we might not be doing that.
And why? Oh, I guess if it's for the best.
Well, couldn't we go out this evening? I mean, are we any safer here, really? It's not exactly a fortress, is it?
I guess not. Maybe I'm just a bit edgy.
Come on, I don't get much time to go abroad, let alone time travel. It would be nice to get out there tonight. I can see how the Morlocks are doing.
I guess we could.
You might just need to check with the doctor first.
The doctor? Ha, piffle, he can stay here if he wants. He doesn't have to stop us having a jolly good time.
And Mary.
I drink to that.
Wait a minute. I can see Claudia running this way.
Are you all right?
What's the matter?
We found out who left that mark last night.
Who?
The doctor.
The doctor did.
But not that doctor.
Well, Doctor Who then?
So, you were trying to pin your crimes on me.
You can't run forever. So I thought I'd escape here, make sure they would find me. But not me. And let them think they had me, whilst I could get up to whatever I wanted in this universe.
But it didn't quite work. Voice. Oh, yes, sir.
Parallel transportation isn't that easy, you know? And especially when you don't have the best technology. Part of my voice is stuck behind in the universe I came from. I am throwing my voice a very long way, if you will.
Hence it sounds echoic.
Bravo, Doctor. You really could be an egghead. But coming here, I wanted to start again. That would have been nice.
What? Try and become a better person?
Oh no. Start my work again. There is much catching up it has to do in my universe.
Catching up? What catching up?
The Earth is still around for one thing. It sadly got destroyed.
By me? Well, once I took over Earth, they kept on trying to rebel against me, so I destroyed them with their own Z-bombs. It was a great fireworks show to watch. A bit grim. Earth would be first on my list, knowing how much of a danger it is to me. Oh, don't look at me like that. Earth isn't the only planet I've destroyed. There is Draconia, Helibajan, Cora, Thoris, Beta, etc., etc. Well, not much difference. You've destroyed planets. I've heard you destroyed Skaro. What? Not talking. Well, that might keep it quiet. Why? Why would I want to do that? Oh yes, that's why. Because of my failed attempt to make them think you were me last night. They have realised and have a way of telling us apart, scanning our blood apparently. So, I have to try and leave this universe, which I can't because of the technology. So I am as good as gone because of you. Thanks a lot. So, what can I do? What can I do, eh? Could have a good time in Bethlehem, party, or ask for my sins to be forgiven, and become a rabbi priest. Or I could try and get you impaled for the murder of Sabinus. Do you think I would do that? Do you think I would do something as petty as that? No.
How much you think of me? Of course I'm gonna do that. Your universe can't have me. Your universe can't have you either.
But why?
Being bad. What I'm good at. But however, you were very bad at trying to be good.
Stop it.
Oh, but you are though. Anyway, I'll have you dying, bleeding and discriminated. So I watch from a distance. Some way to prepare myself. It is likely to happen to me soon. Also, to see how I deal with it. Think. One decision made in one place, in one time, and you become, and are, a very different person. If you change that decision, what then you could have been like? That's what I'm looking at. What I could have been. At least you grew up on a girlfriend. None like me. You lucky. That's what you are. Lucky. But I'm the joker in your pack. Shoes on your table. That seventh magpie in the sky. Broken milk bottle glass. Bad penny. Sign that your luck is running out.
So be it. This yellow paint should help. That should help me keep track of him.
It's funny that one decision on one day can make you a totally different person.
Yes, it is. I sometimes wonder what I would be like if things had happened differently.
I wonder if there is a parallel me out there. Oh no, that's silly. I still think we should go and help the doctor.
But if the doctor had wanted us, he would have asked us to come. But since the doctor hasn't, well, it's likely the doctor doesn't want or need us to come.
The doctor thinks you're exactly right. Hello, everyone.
Doctor! Doctor?
Oh no, it's me. That other one had a big posh voice, didn't he? Nothing like me at all. Well, not this regeneration.
Doctor, what happened with the other?
Yes, and let's just call him that. The other. Not even the doctor. He is nothing like me. And he doesn't deserve to be given that name. You know what they call him in his universe? Dr. Death. That's what he told me. So I don't feel like we should be calling him the doctor, alright?
Okay, doctor.
But what did he say?
He's on the run from his universe, from crimes that are hard to describe. He's trying to pin me for his crimes, but somehow they have a way of telling us apart, and soon they'll be after him, and he's no means of escape. So it seems what he's attempted to do is bring me down. He wants to get me impaled for the murder of Sabinus Octavius.
So what will he be doing?
I don't know. That's what you have to find out.
What?
And me as well. I chucked some yellow wet paint at his back without him noticing, and lots of it, so it should be dripping slowly from the street we were on. So if you follow the yellow paint track, you'll find out where he's been. And if he stops it in a house or at a mall, ask the people what he's been doing. I'll let you, Mark, and Quenlott to do this. I also found out that he landed at Derek, so if you, Herbie, and Biviviasverber go around that area and see what you can find out. If anything, that is. I'm just shooting in the dark.
What about the TARDIS? He could try and use it to escape.
I feel in his universe, he may not know what a TARDIS is. If he doesn't know what one is, he surely won't know how to pilot it. In that universe, he had no Gallifrey to grow up on.
Oh, that's sad. That must have been a traumatic experience for him.
Definitely. It may have even fueled his hatred unto you even more, since you had a Gallifrey, at least. I know, but I'm just stating one of the factors playing in this event.
But I've still lost my home. That has to be remembered.
But I'm just stating one of the factors playing in this event.
But don't you think I've been through anything? What you're implying, my loss isn't as great as his.
Well, maybe. If you'd never had a home, you may have become like him.
Viviasverber, how dare you compare that murderer to me? You don't know what he has done, but many terrible things. I know that I am nothing like him beyond the physical resemblance. Right?
Okay, I'm sorry, Doctor. We were just surmising.
Well, don't. You can't even begin to imagine. Anyway, sorry about that. Things had to be said this time. You all know what you're doing. I'll stay here. I think I'm more at risk out and about.
Wait a minute. What am I doing?
Well, I thought you could stay here with me.
Well, I would like to go out with them.
But that could be dangerous.
Well, it was here last night, where our lives were in danger.
Well, go if you really must. I was hoping you'd stay here with me. Take care of her and each other and be careful.
Don't worry, Doctor. We will.
He is extremely dangerous. I should know because he is me.
There was an unsteadiness in the air. The kind there always is when the leader, the one in charge, just isn't himself. The one you confide and trust in. And when he shows the signs of not really being in control at all, you start to wonder if you've placed your trust in the right place, the right person. But then how can you be yourself when there's someone like yourself wandering around the place being like you? It belittles everything you are. Questions who you are. No wonder he was feeling like he was losing control. So I try not to blame him. I try not to.
Have you found anything out?
Plenty.
Good, tell me.
We found out from the houses he'd been going to, he had been organising to meet a lot of men at a yard. So we went to this yard and crept over on a roof to view them. They turned out, from the people we asked, They were the biggest criminal gang leaders in this area, whom he was getting together to meet up, and he was getting them to join together and set aside their rivalry.
That sounds a lot like what I'd have done. That's scary.
And he was paying them lots of money to work for him. They're all under his service and command big criminal gangs. If I didn't know any better, I would say they were planning to take over the city.
That's what I thought. I suspected his plans would be bigger than to have me killed. He wants to take over Bethlehem and to turn it into a base in order to protect himself from the authorities of his universe when they try to arrest him or execute him. Although he probably wants me out of the way for his plans, and the cherry on top of his evil egomania.
But what means does he have to fight against them? I'm sure his universe has advanced technology than 1st century Roman Israel has to offer.
That's what I hope to find out. I reckon he's brought some technology with him. Some advanced weaponry, no doubt.
Quenlec, you didn't tell him the rest of your misadventure.
Oh yes, we were spying on them from the rooftops, and some loud dogs had started barking of theirs. After a while we started to realise that they were barking at us. Trying to scurry away tactfully, we fell through the roof on this female inhabitant when my rubricator broke. Therefore she saw me for the green, scaly thing I am. In reaction, she tried to batter me to death with a red-hot poker from the fire. Yeah, you can still see some of the small burn marks. Don't worry, it's nothing to really worry about. Well, Mark prized her from me. Then as this happened, she called the men from the yard, whom I guess were related or married to one of the thugs. And we could hear footsteps and paw steps down the street, so what did we do? We went to the window leading to the street. After being a bit brash, pushed Mark and myself out of the window, who hurt his legs. Seeing the thugs and dogs look at us, and him, we knew we had a head start in this chase that was to inevitably be ahead, as before they chased us. They had to run back downstairs, as they dared not jump, especially after seeing Mark so hurt. So we started running, but Mark was limping, I could see, getting further behind me, whilst people in the street were staring at me, either hiding from me, pointing at me, or throwing something at me. Despite that, I went back to carry him and take him with me. But then I could see these huge, vicious hounds chasing after us, with drool being blown by the wind out of their mouths. We ran as fast as we could, and into an alleyway where I could get out my gun. However, before we turned into it, one had bitten deeply into Mark's leg as he was now being dragged behind me, whilst people were still throwing rocks and anything at us. So I dragged him into the alleyway, and out of sight from people, then got out my distro gun and shot the dog in the head. I felt so cruel and cowardly to kill that animal. The next thing that happened was that I gave warning shots to the other dogs that fled, and then we were no longer chased. I was able to, in that moment, fix my rubricator, and we went to get his leg bandaged by a healer, who gave special lotions and ointments that helped. We were hoping you, Doctor, would be able to look at us.
I'm sure I can. That's one heck of a story. I'm sorry I couldn't help you with it.
It's all right.
I should have been there. I am sorry.
Don't be. It's no one's fault but his.
Well, let me have a look at my patient.
What kind of doctor are you again? Medical?
No, I'm not that kind of doctor. I don't think it's as deep as you thought, but it is quite bad. This shouldn't have happened. But that list of names is useful. If we can take them out, then we can take out the gangs themselves. Cut the problem from its source.
But how do we take them out?
I have a plan.
Hello, we're back. We have some stuff to show you.
Show us?
Well, nor me nor Bivivyasova could really explain what we saw, that even he hadn't seen anything the like of. He wandered into some of the buildings in his own dimension to see the technology and then described them to me and drew them down. Here, see.
And Claudia? Where is Claudia?
Ah, there was this woman when we were coming back. She told us these things we didn't even know, and some things about her she couldn't have possibly known. She said she was a friend and needed to talk to Claudia.
What? She could have been anybody, and you let her go with her. Is that a justification that she told you these things, so you let her go? Did that make it any more trustworthy? You really shouldn't talk to strangers. Not now, anyway.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but it did seem safe at the time. They said she wouldn't be long, and where would she be?
But she could have easily been lying. You have to think about these things, Herbert.
Well, I am sorry, Doctor.
But I went into my own dimension and saw she was a part of it also, and had metal extensional abilities of her own. I could tell she was powerful, but I had an overall feeling of force of good. So I felt it was okay for her to go with this woman.
Well, I guess that's okay then. And what was she called?
The Foreseer.
Right. Show me these pictures. Nice drawings. You two are quite a team. Well, we all are. These are Hyperonic Ultima Battle regional turrets.
They could tear up the sky with those.
Don't worry, even with those you need an extremely powerful source to tear up the sky and set the suns into supernova. But the damage he can still do can still be great, even if not on that scale. Unless we stop him.
And how do we do that, Doctor?
Well, I have a plan. Claudia, are you okay?
You monster!
Claudia, what's wrong?
Him! She told me about you and what you did. How could you lie to me? Just like that.
What, Claudia? What has the doctor done?
He led me to believe that the other murdered that man. But it was him, wasn't it?
You killed that man?
What did she tell you?
Everything! Which is more than can be said for you, isn't it? And even now you're leading us into battle for something you've done. Probably to die.
Claudia? Doctor? Explain.
Okay, listen. What happened? This happened a long time ago, okay? I was a totally different man first time I left Gallifrey. 1,700 years ago for me.
But for them it's been 3 days. And does that make it any less worse?
No, Claudia. I guess it doesn't.
And you had remembered all that time ago, outside this very house where it happened, and you pretended you didn't remember what happened.
Hey, Sabinus. I'm just going home to get my money for some more drinks. All right? Okay. See you later.
Had a nice evening.
Quite, young man. Quite.
Well, are you going to pay me my dad's money?
I don't know what you're on about.
You owe my dad a lot.
Oh, come on now. Go away.
Don't give me that. You've been drinking and drinking in my father's inn all night and saying you're going to pay my dad later. So don't try and avoid paying my dad. Don't take advantage of my dad, Doc.
My name is the Doctor.
Well, whatever your name is.
Are you going to use that knife?
No, it's just for cutting food and carving things. I like carving things.
Then I am no longer detained, am I? I am gone.
Hey, come back here, you. Hey, give my knife back to me. I said give it back.
Sab? Hey, Sab, what are you doing on the floor? Sab? No, Sab.
It's before my Time Lord power being humbled by humans. I know I shouldn't have lashed his knife at him, but I was only trying to defend myself.
And all this for money.
I didn't have anything to pay him with. What was I to do? I tried to get away, but then he... I know that was a terrible thing I did. And I know that's hypocritical, and I know, yes, that is a bit like the other. But I've been making up for that ever since, haven't I? Surely I shouldn't have to pay the price for that one sin, which for me is ages ago. So many people I've saved since that moment of my life. Can't it be forgotten? Let's say in my history. Can't you all for me just remember all the great things I've done, all the times I've saved Earth, and now I'm trying to save it again. So I need all of your help in doing this. So please, please help me against the other. Okay, well, I'll tell you my plans later, but I think we all just need to take a step back from the situation to look at things in a better perspective. Okay. Alright. I'll be back down later. I'll be in my room.
Doctor, I need to talk to you.
What? Sure. What is it, Claudia, that you want to talk about? I know there might be a lot of things going on in your mind.
Doctor, how dare you!
Claudia, listen, you have to remember that this was a long time ago for me.
But you are prepared to let that innocent man Lucius die, aren't you?
Did she tell you this?
Yes, she told me this. What? What about that?
Nothing really. But I am prepared to save him.
Save him?
Yes. Is it possible that neither one of us should be executed? After we stop the other, we could rescue Lucius Manlius.
Then where would he go? Everyone would think he's a murderer.
I know that. We would take him in the TARDIS to another part of the Roman Empire. Simple.
Simple? What about losing all of his friends?
At least he would have his life.
And you yours? Doctor, I am mad at you. How could you do this? I know you've given excuses, and I know you have some half-valid reasons, but the worst thing is how dare you lie to me? No, how dare you mislead me?
Claudia, it's been no secret that I've killed. I said so myself to the darkness.
But you never said in cold blood.
What's the difference? It's the same action, whatever the motive.
Well, it's that you could be that selfish in taking someone's life, and you were prepared to let another man die. Admit it! You're mad at me. Gosh, where did you get the nerve from? Doctor, the worst thing for me is that I have trusted you. And you've even had me put my faith in you in nearly all things. And then it turns out you mislead me.
You sometimes have to. For people's own good.
And pretending you weren't the real murderer, was that for my own good? Or keeping your own image as the doctor that heals rather than Dr. Death? I don't know, because you've made it hard for me to trust you now. I place my life in your hands, and Doctor, you abused it. It's like you don't care what you're bringing me into.
I do!
Then why don't you tell me what I'm getting into?
Look, Claudia, I am sorry. I truly am.
Doctor, that's what I needed to hear.
I'm sorry for nearly everything.
Doctor, it's okay. Calm down. Everything's going to be alright. Just never mislead me again. Okay, Doctor? Okay. Good. I think we're fine now, aren't we?
I guess so. If you are, I am.
I think you're right. I think I just need to take a step back from it all and think about it in the morning. Okay. See you in the morning.
Careful. You must be as quiet as silence.
What is this anyway? This is dead heavy.
It is a very special weapon that will give us power mightier than your gods, and it helps if everyone carries it.
Then why don't you carry it with us?
Because I have to lead, that's why. Now come on.
Wait, there's a figure down that street. He's blocking our way.
Slowly turn and back the other way quickly.
What is that?
Never mind, please.
We can't run with this!
Put down the blue box and draw your swords. Come on, there's 6 of you. You're scared of 2 people. Doctor, are you there? I have the quantity energy detector. I detected the ship with immense power from my turrets. Don't know what it is, but it's ancient and probably from Gallifrey. Oh yeah, that Gallifrey you had. No, I didn't. What was it like, eh? Did you enjoy it? Glad you did. Why couldn't I? Why couldn't I grace such fields and cities like you did? Who would suffer more then? But where are you now, you coward? You didn't think I'd find this, did you? Like they say, Doctor, worst enemy is yourself.
No, I did actually. I saw some drawings of inside some buildings you'd been in. In the drawings I spotted a quantity energy detector, so thought I'd let you take it. I thought he'd come through this street. In due course, I would set up a trap.
A trap?
Yes. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. But first of all, it involves a telepathic field in my TARDIS.
Telepathic field? TARDIS?
Yes. TARDIS. Stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space. Of course, you won't know that.
Doctor, you mock my pain, you.
Of course I don't. I've set my telepathic field to go to high interference in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, this is funny.
Yes, it is. The final joke will be on you. As I say, it's all a matter of timing.
Men, attack! I said attack!
Quinlaw, revive the alphabet. It's time.
Men, get up! No, Celius! Claudius, come back in now!
Well, that's them sorted and you sorted. Do you really think I'd let you have access to the power of the Eye of Harmony? Really? You wouldn't have even been able to get in without the key. Really? Well, now you're done and dusted.
Am I now?
Let him do his worst. Come on at me. How much do you really hate me? Come on, show me!
You asked for it.
Come on, just a little further.
What is it you want me to see again?
The truth. Who the real murderer is.
I told you. It was that man.
Really? Look at the men fighting over there. The one in the leather jacket.
Oh my. The one on top of him in the leather jacket looks exactly like the other man I thought was the murderer, maybe. Maybe I was mistaken.
Come up close and tell everyone who you think the real murderer is.
Please, don't kill me.
It's you. The one with the leather jacket holding the knife is the obvious murderer. As we can see, he was about to kill again with his knife. And this man below is not the murderer.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. He's the murderer, Sabinus. It's all an act of his. It's all an act.
Go away. Stone him.
Doctor!
Don't you dare.
Oh, what's little home time though going to do to me? What would your mummy and daddy say? You privileged.
Stop there. You don't know anything about what it's like to lose. Yes, I had the experience of growing up on Gallifrey. Then I've had that feeling of losing Gallifrey, which is far worse than never experiencing Gallifrey. So you don't know what you've lost, what you're missing out on. Great silver fields, great wisdom of the Time Lords. You never had, but I have, and had to have it, and then lose it. So don't tell me about suffering. You are nothing compared to me in suffering. To lose all the people I cared about. Of course, to you, you never had loved ones, so go away and never come back.
You what?
You heard me. Look at the crowd. If you so much as show your face again, they'll have you destroyed. I'll have you destroyed. You hear me? Look into my eyes and see if I wouldn't, because you know, I am you. I am capable of it, if necessary.
Get him.
Doctor? Doctor, who are you?
I'm not sure anymore, Claudia. I'm not sure.